Have you ever wondered what the very first temple on Earth looked like? What if I told you that it was built thousands of years before the pyramids of Egypt? And what if the people who built it were not farmers, kings, or engineers, but hunter-gatherers? Hidden in the hills of southeastern Turkey lies one of the greatest mysteries in human history. A place so old, so advanced, and so strange that it has completely changed what archaeologists thought they knew about the beginning of civilization. This place is called Göbekli Tepe, and even today, nobody fully understands why it was built. Before we begin, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more mysterious discoveries and unsolved ancient secrets. Göbekli Tepe was discovered in modern-day Turkey near the city of Şanlıurfa. For years, local people believed the hill was nothing special. It simply looked like an ordinary mound rising above the land. Farmers living nearby sometimes found unusual stones while plowing their fields, but nobody realized how important the site truly was. Then, in the 1960s, archaeologists first visited the area. However, they mistakenly believed it was only a medieval cemetery. They had no idea that buried beneath the hill was one of the oldest and most mysterious structures ever built by humans. Everything changed in 1994. A German archaeologist named Klaus Schmidt visited the site. The moment he saw the strange stone sticking out of the ground, he knew this was not an ordinary hill. He later said that he knew within minutes that there were only two possibilities. Either he would leave the site immediately and tell no one, or he would spend the rest of his life uncovering its secrets. He chose the second option. As excavations began, archaeologists uncovered massive circular structures buried beneath the earth. Inside these circles stood giant stone pillars shaped like the letter T. Some of the pillars were over 16 feet tall, others weighed as much as 20 tons. Imagine trying to move stones that heavy without cranes, wheels, metal tools, or even domesticated animals. That is exactly what makes Göbekli Tepe so mysterious. The site is estimated to be around 11,500 to 12,000 years old. That means it was built around 9,600 BCE. To understand how ancient that is, remember this. The Great Pyramid of Giza was built around 2560 BCE. Stonehenge was built around 3000 BCE. Göbekli Tepe is older than both of them by thousands of years. It existed before writing, before cities, before pottery, before farming became common. At that time, humans were supposed to be living simple lives. Most historians believed people were only small groups of hunters and gatherers, wandering from place to place. They were not expected to build giant monuments. They were not expected to organize huge labor forces, and they were definitely not expected to carve detailed stone pillars covered in artwork. But Göbekli Tepe proves otherwise. The pillars are decorated with images of animals. There are snakes, foxes, lions, boars, vultures, spiders, scorpions, cranes, and wild cattle. Some of the carvings are so detailed that you can still clearly recognize the animals even after thousands of years. Many researchers believe these carvings had symbolic or religious meanings. Perhaps certain animals represented spirits, dangers, gods, or stories. Some pillars even appear to show human arms, hands, belts, and loincloths. This has led archaeologists to believe the giant T-shaped stones may actually represent human-like beings, possibly priests, possibly ancestors, or maybe gods from a forgotten belief system. But here is where the mystery becomes even stranger. Nobody lived at Göbekli Tepe. Archaeologists have found no houses, no kitchens, and no permanent settlement. That means people may have traveled long distances just to gather at this site. Imagine hundreds of people coming together from different regions. They may have gathered for ceremonies, rituals, feasts, or religious events. Some researchers believe Göbekli Tepe could have been the world's first temple, a place where people met to worship something greater than themselves. If that is true, then religion may have unified humans long before the rise of civilization.
In fact, Göbekli Tepe may have completely changed the story of human history. For decades, historians believed farming came first. They thought humans settled down, built villages, grew crops, and then later developed religion and monuments. But Göbekli Tepe proves otherwise. It suggests that maybe people first gathered for spiritual reasons. Maybe these gatherings became so important that humans needed a reliable food supply. And maybe that need eventually led to farming. In other words, temples may have come before cities, religion may have come before agriculture, and civilization may have started because humans wanted to build sacred places together. That idea is so shocking that it has forced experts to rethink the origins of society itself. But perhaps the greatest mystery of all is what happened to Göbekli Tepe. After centuries of use, the site was deliberately buried. The ancient people who built it covered the giant stone circles with dirt, rocks, and debris. They didn't abandon it naturally. They intentionally hid it underground. Why would they do that? Nobody knows. Some experts think it was part of a ritual. Perhaps they believed the site had completed its purpose. Others think new beliefs replaced the old ones. And some believe the people wanted to protect the sacred structures from enemies or changing weather. Whatever the reason, the burial of Göbekli Tepe may actually be the reason it survived for so long. Because it remained hidden underground for thousands of years, many of the carvings stayed remarkably well preserved. Even more fascinating is the fact that only a small part of Göbekli Tepe has been excavated. Experts believe that less than 10% of the site has been uncovered. That means there could still be more stone circles, carvings, and hidden chambers buried beneath the earth. Some people believe future excavations may completely rewrite history again. Of course, because Göbekli Tepe is so mysterious, many strange theories have appeared over the years. Some people believe aliens helped build it. Others think it may be connected to the lost civilization of Atlantis. There are even theories claiming it was built by survivors of an ancient global disaster. However, there is no scientific evidence for these ideas. Most archaeologists believe human beings built Göbekli Tepe using teamwork, planning, and incredible determination. And honestly, that may be even more impressive, because if ordinary humans created this place over 11,000 years ago, then our ancestors were far more intelligent, organized, and creative than we once believed. Göbekli Tepe reminds us that there is still so much we do not know about the ancient world. History isn't always as simple as it seems. Sometimes the greatest discoveries are buried beneath our feet, waiting for someone to uncover them. And somewhere beneath the ground at Göbekli Tepe, more secrets may still be waiting. Secrets that could change everything we know about the beginning of civilization. Would you visit Göbekli Tepe if you have the chance? Do you think it was a temple, a meeting place, or something even stranger? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more ancient mysteries and unexplained discoveries. Thanks for watching.